Well, hey, I want to take you on a journey showing you the incredible accomplishments of the Mount Zion Baptist Church. Over these many years, God has allowed us to serve as pastor. But this story begins long before I became pastor. This church was founded in 1866, the year of Reconstruction in America. And Mount Zion has a storied history of a major accomplishments and contributions to the Nashville community. I sit now at the Jefferson Street location where it all began. So many of you who are watching this have so many memories of coming into this location. This is the place where God first called me at 24 years of age, and the only church I ever pastored. Today we are one church in 4 locations, from 175 members to over 33,000 in the Nashville community, millions across the world have been impacted by this ministry globally. And I'm thankful to God. I want to show you a little about this location. So I take you around to show you all the locations, but I want to show you where it started and what God is going to do. Even in North Nashville, we have not forsaken this community because this is ground zero for us in terms of our heart for the mission of God. Let's do it. So historic, Mount Zion, Jefferson Street location has been through a lot. This location has survived a tornado. Tornadoes knocked out the windows. To God be the glory. We're able to restore it back to its original look. And of course, the history of this location, man, is amazing. This location, we did some remodeling. It's historic on the historical register. So we really have to be very particular about some of the things we did, but we're actually reordering brand new cushions for the pews. Currently, those will be in. Of course, we have remodeled the pulpit area and created more of a modern look there for technology purposes and put the screens in as well. I'll show you downstairs in just a moment, but let's go and see. All right, so as we're downstairs in the Jefferson Street location, one of the things I want to show you is our New Level Community Development Corporation. This is our CDC. And of course, I'll talk more about their placement shortly after we build the Dream Center, but currently they're doing extraordinary work. They've gotten so many awards, they've built homes in our community, West Nashville and all around, acquired real estate. They're doing it, home buyer workshops, a variety of different things. Check it out, New Level Community Development Corporation. They are doing the work every single day. And I thank God that the vision is coming to fruition. Let me show you downstairs. This is literally a place we've served college students when we first started. We call it the Lord's Kitchen. We feed the homeless. We feed folks regularly here. You can see this is our overflow for our 8:15 service on Sunday. It's always an overflow down here. We thank God for that. But this area is kind of a multi-purpose area. It's been here for a while, and to God be the glory. First piano is still here. When I first became pastor, used to do Bible study right here, and it's interesting how Bible study went from the 12 that used to gather to thousands. God is good, and we give him all the glory, all right? I'm gonna take you outside, show you some cool stuff. Let's go. So Mount Zion is uniquely positioned in North Nashville. So much happening in this community. Down the street, Fisk University, Meharry Medical College, Tennessee State University. This has been the epicenter of the African-American community. So many businesses were operating in the early 1900s in North Nashville. So many great artists used to come and perform. Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, everybody came on Jefferson Street. It was a powerful movement of economic success. And then one of the great shames of our city is that the economic viability was cut off because of this interstate that literally allowed people to bypass North Nashville, creating this overpass. And as a consequence, a lot of those businesses can no longer survive. But God is a God who is faithful. And I am incredibly humbled that the very overpass, now God has allowed me to have this overpass in my name. But I'm not sharing it for that reason. I'm sharing it because what has happened historically to cut off the economic viability of this North Nashville community, we're seeing now a renaissance in North Nashville. And as a consequence, Mount Zion Church owns the most coveted piece of property right here at that cutoff point. I'm going to show it to you. And we refuse to sell it. Why? because we are preparing to make perhaps the most historical investment of any faith community in this community at large into this area. We're committed to doing it. It is a multi-million dollar project called the Dream Center. Right here, where the economy was cut off, we are making our mark to bring economic viability back into this community. That's why it's ministry and marketplace for us. Let me take you across the street as you can imagine what God is going to do. Let's go. So I'm standing on perhaps the most coveted piece of property in North Nashville. You can look right now. We thank God that our ancestors purchased this land. Imagine the mindset. Imagine what they were thinking. Let's own this land. And that's why we did not sell it, because it is our hope to build the Dream Center. You'll be hearing more about that in the days to come, but it will be an economic force in this community to provide jobs and opportunities and housing and resources to solve many of the problems we see happening. With our Oasis of Hope Counseling Center, our CDC will come over here. We'll do a variety of other event spaces and things that really can help business owners get off the ground. It's going to be amazing. This is who we are. This is what Mount Zion is about. Always going higher and higher. We're on an amazing legacy. We got an amazing destiny. And I cannot wait to show you more of it. Thank you. Let's go and see all that God is doing. All right, so now we're at our Antioch location, and this building was actually built in 2003, 2 years after OHB. And I'm gonna take you into it. It actually was a grocery store. It was a former Albertsons, and God allowed us to purchase this building to the glory of God. So we're going in. It's also a nightclub, and we purchased everything. So I'm gonna show you all that. All right, so come on in. This is our welcome center. This is where we greet folks when we come into the Antioch location. As you can see, the foyer, and up top, we wanted to put all the names of the disciples. Outside on those pillars are the name of the 12 tribes of Israel. A lot of people don't know that. This was our bookstore, historical bookstore that we had. As you walk through the foyer, we wanted to create a cool space. You can see the nursery area. So we have a great group of folks that supply support to our kids and families. One of the things that we're very interested in doing, however, is that this hallway completely down is we want to basically, from that bookstore all the way down, I'll show you the administrative wing, and we want to literally take this and create a welcome center for our nursery and turn our administrative wing, which is right here, and we want to turn this into the actual nursery. So we want to create an entire kids play area, an experience for those kids. And we want to have a large glass where people can see in, but the kids can't see out. And you can see kids playing and having fun and learning about Jesus and having a good time. So that's what the transformation we pray will happen in terms of the vision of moving our administrative area from this area over to our plaza. Of course, I'll show you that shortly, all right? Back here, we have a series of classrooms. This used to be a nightclub, and we bought this facility. It was a nuisance to the community, multi-purpose classroom areas. We have technology in all of them. One of the things that was very important to us is that we were able to provide a full catering kitchen as we do at the OHB location. It's really cool. They prepare the food, etc. So this location, man, is really awesome. I'm thankful for this. It's all a part of the vision. I'm going to take you now into the sanctuary. Now, we really call this a sanctuarium. The term comes from the idea multi-purpose, not making it static, but making it more fluid, flexible, so we can turn the sanctuary into a banquet hall. We can turn it into smaller weddings, larger weddings. We have these huge curtains that can make the room big or small. Come on in. Sanctuary seats 2,000 individuals. We thank God that each one of these seats has been occupied. And on Sunday, this place is filled to capacity. Antioch is a growing area. And as you can see, this is where we have our services, Antioch location. We really are going to do some cool things in this location. We're preparing for an upgrade as we did at OHB. So we plan to actually create an LED wall at this location and tie in the technology here to create a better experience. Baptismal area, variety. And let me show you the bubble room. This is interesting, right? Because this is where the Albertsons grocery store was, and they used to put the buggies. We turned that into a separate room in and of itself. Let me take you over here. This is the bubble room. We call it the famous bubble room. We do a lot of cool things here. This is overflow. This is opportunity for classrooms. We have small meetings here, a lot of things. We even had weddings in here, small funerals in here. We've had a lot of things in here. You can exit off of that back door. So I'm gonna take you now over to the Plaza side. I want you to see the acquisition of that and how that began. We were walking this location and God spoke to me and said, walk over there. And I did. He told me, everywhere the sole of your foot shall touch, I'll give to you. So we not only made a proposal for this location, we made an offer for the entire Plaza. And to God be the glory, we were able to acquire that Plaza as well. So let's go over and I'll tell you the end game in just a moment. Come on. You know, one of the things that was so important for me in the vision of this ministry is making an economic impact, not only doing ministry, but also engaging in the marketplace. So to that end, 2003, Mount Zion acquired the Mount Zion Plaza. We turned this into the Plaza of Mount Zion. Anchor store is Dollar General. I'm gonna show you what we've been able to do with some of our partners and what we've been able to do in terms of ministry. Let's go see. All right, so some of the property here at the Antioch location right now is occupied by partners, people who have businesses and who rent out the space, lease out the space, and we're grateful for them and we support their businesses. We have some unused area, and some of that area now we are going to pivot and create for ministry. The area I'm going to show you now is about 20,000 square foot of open space. We really want to create the Mount Zion Ministry corporate headquarters. We want to bring our staff and our team to a centralized location, and that would be in this space. We're going to do something very creative and very unique, and I want to show it to you. Just show you how massive this space is and how we plan to use it. Come on in. If you look, this was just an old dental office, I believe, but it's a great space. I just want you to walk through. I'm just going to let you see it to really get a sense of how vast this is. It goes around. And this is just one of the suites. So our goal is to also, in this space, create the Mount Zion Outreach Center. We can do all of our outreach programs, and so I'm really excited about that. So we're looking for partners to come alongside and help us to really create an outreach center that rivals anything in the nation. So let's go over here. You see other spaces we have here. It goes all the way back. We have opportunities to create for our marketing team, great spaces to do our production. As presiding bishop, I host a lot of Bishop's Council meetings, a lot of dignitaries. I want to create a nice corporate boardroom and be able to strategize with our team and create spaces. You can see it just keeps going. Come on, let me show you all of this space. So we're going to gut it. We're going to make it top tier, Mount Zion corporate headquarters, and we're still going. I told you it's at least 20,000 square feet of open space that we plan to use for ministry operations. Come on. We got a huge team of folks we're gonna bring over here, and it keeps going. As you can see, this is a major situation. You particularly think about our marketing team, being able to create creative space for them. It's gonna be really awesome. So come on, let me show you some more, come on. All right, so what we've done is obviously we've created some of this space, used it for our ministry operations and our children, youth, teen, this amazing teen center I'm gonna show you shortly, but I wanna show you Kids Zone, show you what we do for our families. It matters here at Mount Zion. Let me show you a few things, come on. So we're always thinking about families and how to serve our children. So we want to create images and things that represent that. So the little ones come in here, they have great opportunity to learn, to grow. You can see, man, this place is a real cool place. We thank God. Look at there. When the teacher is talking, eyes are watching, hands are still, mouths are quiet. Treat others how you want to be treated. Have fun learning about God. That's wonderful. So we're training up children in the way they should go. Let's go over here. I'm going to show you some other stuff that's going to bless you. So we walk through this area. Of course, this is all about family, all about children. You can see we're doing some remodeling right here, which I think is important to see. This was a reception area. We're redoing that, gutting that area. So this is stuff that's happening right now because of your generosity. We're able to do these kind of things and do them debt-free. Let's go over across. Now, this area here, a lot of people don't know about. This area is called Kid Zone. And a lot of people don't know about it. But let me tell you, it is a game changer. I want to show it to you. Watch this. So you walk through Kid Zone. We have offices, overseer of our teen middle schools. We're doing some more. Again, it's what we do. We're doing some upgrades to the reception areas. We're doing the floors. We're doing some cool stuff. So come check it out. But this area here is our Kid Zone. And boy, this is what we train our children to do it. Right here, it's a phenomenal space. They have church up in here. Look at this, for the glory of God. And this is where those elementary school students come, have a great time. I'm gonna show you where those teens go next, the brand new teen center. You ready to see it? We just finished it debt-free because of your generosity. I'm gonna show it to you right now, let's go. So one of the things that we did because of your incredible generosity was to build out teen church. We did it debt-free, and we talked about it. You can go on our YouTube channel and see the entire tour. I just want you to see a little bit of it here because this represents our commitment to that generation that people say is gone. We believe through the love of Jesus Christ, this generation is on fire, has great purpose. We created creative spaces for them to find purpose and to walk out their life to the purposes and glory of God. Let's go in, check it out. All right, so it's very techy when you come in here. You can see the check-in stations. You know, they got cool seating areas here. I want you to check this out. Kids come in, they have their own little area for snacks and whatnot. Over here, we created areas, you know, for gaming, which I think is pretty cool, right? The game room. I wish I had this when I was coming along in church, I tell you. But you can see, this is awesome, man. They come in, play pool, they play Pac-Man, air hockey, they do gaming. These kids are amazing. So to take you now, I'm gonna take you over to the sanctuary and show you how the kids experience God in this space. Here we are. We put a lot into this. State-of-the-art production equipment. Also, look, LED wall. This is a multi-purpose space. It's a space, perhaps your events you can rent out. It's really cool. We had a lot of folks to inquire about renting this space out for book signings, for small gatherings, a lot of cool stuff that could happen here. So we created all these cool office spaces. You can see, this is our podcast room. Our kids love this podcast. Let me tell you something. Those kids come in here and create. It is so dope. And we give them an opportunity to create their own podcast. It's pretty cool. This is the Darrell Walker Senior Collaboration Room. You can see they come in. You never know, the next Steve Jobs, right, can be right here in Mount Zion. These kids have some great ideas. We created this cool wall. I want you to see it. This piece of technology here, it's state-of-the-art, man. These kids can like create multiple ways of communicating with folks around the world, smart board, really cool stuff. So we want to be very advanced. So thank you for your generosity because all of this was done debt-free. Well, hey, that's the Antioch location, and I hope you've been blessed by the tour. The amazing thing about this location is that we came into it 2 years after OHB, and literally we had to pay off the sanctuary part of this in 3 years. That's what the bank told us, and Mount Zion gave as such. We were able to pay this off in 3 years and pay it off completely when we paid off everything else for the retail side. To God be the glory. This location, the Antioch Plaza, all that this location represents is debt-free. And we're grateful to God for all that he continues to do in this space. And we thank God for your support and all that we're gonna continue to do. We're committed to keeping our footprint in the Antioch community. And I cannot wait to show you OHB. Let's go there. So everybody, we're at our OHB location, and I want to take you inside to show you some amazing things that happen in this place. So come on, I'm going to show you what we do with our kids on this side of town. OHB has remarkable opportunities for kids 7 through 11 meet in this room. And of course, it's a lecture hall area. And let me show you. They have a variety of multimedia stuff going on. They do worship and all of that in here. I'm going to take you over to where the smaller kids are. Let's go this way. As you know, we're all about diversity here at Mount Zion, and so this mural was created to represent many of the values that we have as a ministry. You come on in, and you'll see a variety of different classroom settings, of course. Just one of the classrooms you can see, very intimate classroom space. Kids love it when they come in and sit and learn about Jesus and play games and all those cool things. What the hope is, as we move into this area, you can see we service quite a few kids on the OHB side and just a variety of other things. What our hope is, let me take you outside for a second. We have this wonderful courtyard area, and we've been able to actually expand our kid zone at Antioch. I've shown you, and this area, courtyard area, is actually an area that I really envision taking and knocking this wall out and making this whole area a whole kid zone area to really add on to the OHB location and to create an experience like none other, like we did at Antioch, to create an opportunity where kids will have play area, fun zones, after-school programs on this side of town. So this is a part of the vision. It's something I want you to pray about. All right, so as we come through the foyer of the church, obviously, this is our original bookstore, and the goal is to reposition this bookstore and move this wall out. This is the area that would literally go further out to the kid zone area that we want to create. Come on in, let me show you the fellowship hall. This is where we feed our college students. Every Sunday, the line is stretched out. 9 universities, and we're grateful to God that God has given us the most awesome college ministry anywhere in the world. Come on in. So some of you have memories of coming through here. We've hosted luncheons. We've hosted breakfasts for our seniors. This area really seats about 150, 200 in rounds. We feed the students. They kind of come in, get their plates, and go right on out and catch the bus. They'll typically go up this ramp and go right up to the bus. So you can imagine on that side creating that whole kid zone experience. So one of the things that I'm really blessed to know about this ministry is how it is continually investing in taking care of what God has blessed us with. 4 locations, and we continue to take care of it. Our facilities team do a great job making sure that these facilities are taken care of. We have an industrial kitchen back here. This is where the magic happens. Obviously, a lot of our preparation and things of events, but let me take you back here. These freezers and things, many of you probably never been back here, but I want to show you something. This building was actually built in 2001, and we came in, and of course, here we are, literally almost over 20 years, and some things break down. And one of the things that broke down was our cooling system. This big thing is what keeps everything chilled and all that good stuff. It's $200,000 to fix. Because of your generosity, we were able to replace it, all cash, because of you. So we take care of our own. This is a brand new one, so this one will last, many more years. So to God be the glory for that. Thank you for your generosity. So moving right along. All right, so now I'm going to take you into our rehearsal hall. This is what's really designed for our choir, but we also use it for our youth church as well. They worship in here, have amazing worship experiences. We use it sometimes for our ministerial alliance. A lot of meetings and things take place. So come on, let me show you. It's a powerful demonstration of what happens before we do what we do, the rehearsal hall. Come on in. Of course, this is our overseer of music, Marcus Perry. Marcus. No, kidding. He's always at work. No, I'm joking. We're just after hours. Come on in. But you can see Kingdom Kids, middle school ministry, XP, all the wonderful things we do for our young people. So I want you to imagine this being in its own space, having a variety of things like we did at Antioch. This is really the rehearsal hall for the choir, but we use it for multi-purpose reasons, and they do a great job. Look at the drum set, the keyboards. They're doing it in here. It's really awesome. This room has been used for a lot of things, getting ready for weddings, a variety of things in this room. So a lot of great things that happen in this space. So even the choir, when they were wearing robes, used to put their robes, ministry things in these rooms. So come on, let me show you something. So what I want to show you now is the Connection Center. This is a place we actually were very intentional about creating a place where people could connect from every place and getting information, resources, and knowing what's happening in the ministry. Of course, these words represent the values of who we are as a ministry. And if you want to get involved and know how to connect with anything in our ministry, we've done it here. We've also integrated technology. Of course, wanted to make sure we could, use iPads and not people with pen and paper. So we wanted to be more innovative in that regard. But take you over here. People always wonder, what happens with the young kids, the babies? And let me tell you, the nursery area is really designed for our 1 to 3-year-olds, okay? So here we are. This area here, Kingdom Kids, it's a thing, y'all, here at Mount Zion. And you come on in, you can see, drop off the little ones at OHB location. And this is what we do. It's a major facility here, designed for the little babies, and our volunteers do a great job. They check in right here. As you can see, check in. So we want you to bring those kids. Make sure you do that. Great facility, and we want to continue to expand upon it. Come on, let's go. All right, so now I'm going to take you into one of the most amazing rooms in this location. Many people don't even know it exists, but it's something that's very important to us. And we hope you get a chance to get a tour of it. All you gotta do is let our church know. You can come down and get a tour. Let me take you to the Mount Zion History Room. This room is pretty amazing. Come on in. So, all the artifacts, all the things that represent where Mount Zion began. Let me give you some of the history real quick. So, obviously this was a painting. This was a wonderful design that was done representing the Jefferson Street location. To give you an idea, because some people wonder, like, how far does this go back? So let me give you an example. Here are the bylaws of Mount Zion Baptist Church under Pastor Turner, who was this guy. He was also the president of American Baptist College. We kept all of these wonderful artifacts. It's actually, let me show you some other cool stuff. Now, you might know this guy. Look, come closer. This was church homecoming. I was pastor. Imagine that. Isn't that something? So the final thing I want to show you is to let you know how amazing this room is. I want you to really get a close-up on this. Mount Zion Baptist Church Directory, 1890. Reverend S.W. Anderson is the pastor. This guy here. This was their church directory. Imagine the history in this room. Woo! Let's go. All right, let me take you in the sanctuary. I know many of you have already been in the sanctuary, but there's a lot of little things in here that we've been able to do. Because again, your generosity, we've updated a lot of our sound system. Our entire sound system's been updated, which was no small feat. Our cameras have been updated. That was a $1 million endeavor to update the technology of this location. We were able to do that because of your generosity, because it's so important, our virtual space, and being able, of course, the LED wall is second to none. It's a lot of technology involved in that. So our sound system, our cameras, all of this stuff has been tremendously updated, state of the art, and we just want to make sure we give you a quality experience to the glory of God. I want to take you over into the sound area to show you where the magic happens. Come on. All right, so a lot of times you don't realize behind the scenes when you're watching our service on YouTube, watching on television, whatever, this is where it's happening. Our production team is making it happen back here. Lots happening. They're seeing all these screens. There's another room back here. They're working the streaming platform back here. So it's really an operation on Sunday. It's almost like, man, watching this on Sunday is amazing. It's like air traffic control back here. So they make it happen. And kudos to our production team. All right, so I'm gonna take you now up on the second floor. We have our educational area as well as our administrative area. We've done some remodeling up there, and so let's go up the elevator. Of course, we always want to make sure we take care of our folks who are unable to take the stairs. So that's what we do. 2 elevators on either side of this foyer area. And so let's go. All right, we're gonna take you to the administrative wing of the church. Of course, as you come in, we've replaced carpet in this area, and got some stuff we're working on. It's still happening, and of course, we're doing it in stages. Of course, this is one of our small conference rooms. This is just a conference room where our team sometimes meets in here, strategize, things of that nature, different office spaces, great folks working here. Hey. So we're moving around. Just give you an idea of kind of how this flows. It's a wonderful reception area. So this area here is, again, kind of an area that we're working through currently. This is the conference room, and we're doing a remodel. All this is gonna be remodeled. If you can notice back here, we had some cabinets. We had to take them out. What we're getting ready to do now is a complete remodel of this conference room area, along with my office, which is over here. In the process of remodeling, so all of this will probably become one whole continuous area. Back here is my library area. It's all storage at this point. So don't say nothing, it's all storage right now. But this was just, we're gonna be taking all this, and we got a great plan to remodel this area as well. So that's in the works. All right, we're gonna take you over to some of the educational classroom spaces we have. If you come this way, this area here, we were able to do some of our classes, Ministerial Alliance class, a variety of other things, but this is just a cool space. We're gonna be doing some upgrades on this side as well. It's just small classroom spaces, multi-purpose classroom spaces. You'll see a lot of that at Antioch as well. It's just rooms. We have several of them that we have, different areas. So upstairs and downstairs, as you can tell, the kids area downstairs, adults upstairs. We're gonna do a lot more with that. Stay tuned. So here I am standing outside of OHB location, 980 parking spaces. Many folks don't know though, we purchased this land. It was 130 acres, to the glory of God. You know what? And this building sits on 29 of those acres, which means now we have, imagine, over 100 acres still here, undeveloped. Opportunities for us to do things like a garden to help with food insecurity in our community is something that I want to partner with TSU Agricultural Department and other people interested in helping to raise healthy food to provide for people who are in food deserts. We have land to do that, need partners to help us develop that. Also, with this kind of land, there's opportunities for us to actually build a senior housing complex on our own land, something I'm very excited about, and we look forward to doing that as well one day to the glory of God. You know, on a day now where we're moving toward less emissions and moving toward electric vehicles, one of the things that we're committed to doing is putting charging stations for electric vehicles in this location, as well as creating, some great solar systems out here to help just be good stewards of our planet. And so it's something that we are prayerfully considering partnering with folks to do as well. So we thank God for those who are watching this who may have interest in helping us to do that. So to God be the glory for the things he has done. All right, so that concludes our tours. I stand here in the OHB location. You've had a chance to see Jefferson Street, Antioch, and you've had a chance to see OHB. And I stand in this great facility and all of our facilities thanking God that not one seat has gone unoccupied. We have seen souls be saved, and to God be the glory as thousands continue to connect with this ministry every year to the glory of God. It is a vision that is ongoing. It is something that we're excited about, and guess what? Best is yet to come. So find your place. God's gonna do amazing things in and through this place. Stay tuned. Let's see what God's gonna do. Mount Zion, one church, 4 locations, and everywhere. Let's go. You know, one of the things Mount Zion's committed to is being an oasis of hope in the Nashville community and even into the world. And God has called me to lead this congregation into multi-locations. Jefferson Street, Antioch, OHB. But here recently, we've also started a new location in Brentwood, Tennessee. Of course, we started this location, the first service, we were in double overflow. And we have seen this location consistently to capacity. releasing a facility, and ultimately we're going to locate a larger facility so we can continue to expand as we have done in all of our locations. Brentwood is a unique opportunity for us to truly bring to fruition the vision that God gave me, that we literally are gatekeepers of this city, that in any part of our city, you are 15 minutes or less to any one of our locations. And we believe, whether it's north, where I am now, whether it's south in Brentwood, whether it's east in Antioch, whether it's west, northwest in OHB, we've got you covered. That's who Mount Zion is. That's who we'll always be.